بالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا آدم عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا نوح عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هود عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إبراهيم عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا صالح عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يونس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أيوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يعقوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوسف عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا موسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هارون عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعيب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إسماعيل عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا داود عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا سليمان عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا زكريا عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يحيى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أرميا عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعياء عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إلياس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا اليسع عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا ذو الكفل عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوشع عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وعلى جميع النبيين والمرسلين أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد نبيك عدد ما خلقته من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مدحية والجبال مرسية والبحار مجرأة والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة والشمس مضحية والقمر مضيئا والكواكب مستنيرة، كنت حيث كنت لا يعلم أحد حيث كنت إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد حلمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد علمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كلماتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد نعمتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء عرشك، وصل على سيدنا محمد زينة عرشك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما جرى به القلم في الكتاب، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما أنت خالق فيهن إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل قطرة قطرت من سماواتك إلى أرضك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد من يسبحك ويهللك ويكبرك يجللك ويعظمك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أنفاسهم وألفاظهم، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل نسمة خلقتها فيهم من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد السحاب الجارية، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد الرياح الذارية من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما هبت عليه الرياح وحركته من الأغصان والأشجار والأوراق والثمار وجميع ما خلقت على أرضك وما بين سماواتك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد نجوم السماء من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك مما حملت وأقلت من قدرتك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 بحارك مما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت وما أنت خالقه فيها إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ملء 7 بحارك، وصل على سيدنا محمد زنة 7 بحارك مما حملت وأقلت من قدرتك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أمواج بحارك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد الرمل والحصى في مستقر الأرضين وسهلها وجبالها من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد اضطراب المياه العذبة والملحة من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقته على جديد أرضك في مستقر الأرضين شرقها وغربها سهلها وجبالها وأوديتها وطريقها وعامرها وغامرها إلى سائر ما خلقته عليها وما فيها ومدر وحجر من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي عدد نبات الأرض من قبلتها وشرقها وغربها
sallallahu teala aleyhi ve sellem Efendimizin Hazretlerinin aziz, pak, münevver, mutahhar ruhu şeriflerine salavat-ı şerife getirenlerin ahir ve akıbetleri hayrola. Ali ezvacı tahirat, evlad-ı Resul-i Ashab-ı Güzin Efendilerimizin, sair Enbiya-i İslam ve Resul-i İkram Hazretlerinin ervah-ı şeriflerine, Pirimiz Bilal-i Habeşi radıyallahu anh Efendimizin, Mihmanlar-ı Resul-i Kibriya, Eyüp Sultan Halid bin Zeyd Ebahi ve Ensari radıyallahu anh, Şah Mürşidan, Şeyh Hacı Muhammed Bahaddin Naksibendi el-Buhari, Mevlana Celaleddin el-Rumi, Mevlana Ziyaüddin Halid el-Bağdadi, Sahibu'l-Zaman, İslam Şeyh Mevlana Muhammed Nazım Adil el-Hakkani, SahibulSaif, Şeyh Abdulkerim el-Kibrisi el-Rabbani Kaddesallahu esraruhum Hazretlerinin ervahı için, Hadimül Harameyn-i Şerifeyn Yavuz Sultan Selim Han, Ebul Fethe vel Megazi Fatih Sultan Mehmed Han ve Serdarı Hakan Sultan Abdülhamid Han cennet mekan, Firdevs-i Aşiyan Hazretlerinin ervahına ve avn-ı inayetine, alal husus bu caminin banisi ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş İmam Müezzin Kayyım cemaatinin ve kâf ehli imanın ervahı için Allah rızası için El Fatiha.
Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammed.
Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber.
Allahu ekber.
Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayye ale's-salâh. Hayye ale's-salâh. Hayye alel-felâh. Hayye alel-felâh. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. La ilahe illallah.
La ilahe illallah seyyidina Muhammed Resulullah sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmedullah Teala ve nastağfiru ve eşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike lah. Ve eşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluh. Sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve ezvacihi ve ashabi tabi khulafai raşidin mahadin min ba'di. Ve zalmati alel tahkik hususan minhum alel amiti khulafai rasulullah alel tahkik umarel mu'minin. Hazreti Ebu Bakr, Umar, Osman ve Ali ve ala baki sahabe tabi'in ridvanullah aleyhim ecmain. Ya eyyuhal mu'minul hazirun. İttakullah Teala ve ektirinnallaha mellezine tekvellezine hum muhsinun. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala eşrefel enbiya murselin. Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of the universes, who says in the Holy Quran, BismillahiRehmannirRahim. Yasin, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. By the wise Quran, truly, you are one of the messengers on a straight path, a revelation of the mighty, the merciful, so that you might warn a people whose fathers were not warned, and therefore they are heedless. Already the word has come into effect upon most of them, so they do not believe. Indeed, we have put shackles on their necks, and they are to their chins, so they are made stiff-necked. And we have placed a barrier in front of them and a barrier behind them, and thus have covered them so that they do not see. Whether you warn them or you don't warn them, it is alike for them, for they believe not. You can only warn the one who follows the reminder and fears Al-Rahman in secret. So give him good news of forgiveness and a rich reward. Truly, it is we who bring the dead to life. We record that which they have put forth and what they have left behind, and all things we have kept in a clear record. Sadaqallah al-Azim. May all peace and blessings be upon the Sayyid of the children of Adam, who has the names of Taha, Yasin, Ra'uf, and Rahim, Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. May peace and blessings be upon him and upon his noble family and upon his blessed companions, especially upon the four Khulafa Rashidin, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrat Umar Farooq, Hazrat Osman al-Ghani, and Hazrat Ali al-Murtaza, and all those who follow them until the last day. May peace and blessings be upon the noble Mashaykh of this most noble Naksibendi way. May peace and blessings be upon the Padishahs of the glorious Ottoman Empire, the defenders of Islam. May Allah love those who love them. May Allah curse those who hate them. May Allah return their rights to them soon. Amin. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, O believers, the most beautiful words are the words of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. There is a long hadith of our master, Hazrat Abu Zar radiallahu an, that he went and asked questions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. In that hadith, he went to the Holy Prophet ﷺ and said, Ya Rasulullah, advise me. He ﷺ said, I advise you to uphold taqwa of Allah as the central point of everything. Ya Rasulullah ﷺ, advise me more. Read the Quran regularly, for it is your light on earth and it promotes your name in the paradises. Ya Rasulullah, tell me more. Beware of laughing too much, because too much laughter kills the heart and darkens the face. Tell me more, Ya Rasulullah. Stay away from unnecessary talking, except when it brings benefit. This will guide you from the attacks of shaitan and will guide your religious work correctly. Tell me more, Ya Rasulullah. Striving in the path of Allah is the self-discipline of my followers. Tell me more, Ya Rasulullah. Always look at those who have less than you, and do not look at those who have more than you. This will protect you against looking down and despising Allah's favors upon you. Tell me more, Ya Rasulullah. Keep in touch with your relatives, even if they cut off ties with you. Tell me more, Ya Rasulullah. Fear no blame or criticism when it comes to the truth. Tell me more, Ya Rasulullah. Speak the truth, even when it is bitter. Tell me more, Ya Rasulullah. Knowing your own faults should stop you from looking at other people's faults. Do not criticize others for mistakes you still do. Indeed, it is most shameful and it is a defect of character for a man to know more about other people's mistakes than he should know about his own, or that he warns other people and doesn't apply it to himself. Hazrat Abu Zar is saying, then the Holy Prophet ﷺ put his hand on my chest and said, Ya Abu Zar, know that there is no wisdom better than managing your life properly. There is no taqwa better than staying away from wrongdoing. There is no lineage better than having good ahlak and adab. O believers, this is perfect and comprehensive advice for a man coming from the perfect Prophet ﷺ to one of the strongest believers, Hazrat Abu Zar. What is the core of what the Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying to Hazrat Abu Zar? A man must take accounting of himself and become aware of himself. A man must always be aware that his Lord is watching him and act according to that awareness. A man must use his breath of life wisely in the service of Allah. A man must know his own shortcomings and be busy with running to fix his own mistakes, not busy with the mistakes of others. What is all this? This is tariqat. This is all the training of tariqat. As our Shaykh is saying, tariqat is the lifestyle of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. The guidance that he gave to Hazrat Abu Zar cannot be applied by one trying to find the truth. It must be applied within the system of tariqat, with a Shaykh as the guide. That is the only way that a person is going to be able to analyze himself, to learn about himself, and to correct his own mistakes. Without that, a person is just playing a game, and our religion is not a game. Our Grand Shaykh Sultan al-Awliya, Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim Adil Al-Haqqani is saying, throughout my life, Holy Prophet ﷺ warned. Throughout his life, Holy Prophet ﷺ warned by saying, "O my Lord, don't leave me in the hands of my ego." And all the companions, all the saints were afraid of their ego. The Prophet ﷺ had divine protection. His nafs was never commander over him, never, hasha. But he taught us, "O people, you must be very careful. I am warning you about your egos, too dangerous, too powerful wrestlers." Yes, you don't know at what time they may throw you down. You must be very careful. He was asking, "Oh my Lord, don't leave me in the hands of my ego." This is faith. This is a religion. It is not a game. We must be serious about our faith and our religion. Tariqat is for people who want to be serious about their religion. Tariqat is for intelligent people. Tariqat is for people who understand that there is an Allah and that they want to please their Allah. And they want to do the work that their Allah assigned to them beautifully. Our Shaykh SahibulSaif, Shaykh Abdulkerim al-Kibrisi Rabbani, Qadaslah Sir, is opening up what Tariqat teaches to us, saying you have to learn to analyze before you do things, to understand why you are doing and what is the intention behind. The most important, the intention. Before you open your mouth, you must think, you must know, you must understand, where is this word going to reach in the end? What kind of damage is it going to do? Before you do any action, you must think, you must analyze, you must understand, where is the end of this action going to lead me? Later, oh, I have this problem and I have that problem. Your problem never ends. It is impossible. It is in your hands to try to do something. When you start correcting yourself, everything around you will be correct. Today's people are trying to correct the other ones. Don't correct yourself, because everyone became Fir'auns. Nimrods and Fir'auns had some power in their hands, at least worldly power. Today's people have no power, nothing. And non-stop 24 hours a day. So, what's the job of the prophets? To teach mankind how to control their ego. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is coming from the war. He came to his masjid. He sat and the Sahaba Kiram came and they sat. He said to them, now we are turning from the small jihad to a greater jihad, to the bigger jihad, from a small war to a bigger war. They said, Ya Rasulullah, we are just coming from war. So many Sahaba died, so many are wounded, so much wealth disappeared. Can there be a bigger war than this? He said, yes, the war that you are going to make against your ego, against your nafs, that is the biggest jihad that you are going to make. And that jihad must continue until you enter to the grave. You cannot let it go. You cannot say, oh, today I fix myself. My ego is complete, so I'm going to do as I like. You cannot do as you like. The more you are completing your ego, the more you're going to see Allah's order more detailed to you. You watch every word that you say. You watch every step you make. That is the reason of tariqat. Tariqat is not for you to eat each other. Tariqat is not for people to sit next to each other and hate each other. It's not that. Tariqat is to teach you, to take you from the lower self and to bring you to the highest station. If you are not doing that, then it doesn't matter what kind of shaykh you have. People didn't listen to the Prophet ﷺ. They ended up in Jahannam. Abu Jahl didn't listen to the Prophet ﷺ. So many like Abu Jahl didn't listen to the Prophet. They were sitting in front of him. They were watching him. They didn't listen to the Prophet. Who they listened to? Their ego. Their shaitan. And at the end, they are in Jahannam. Right now, we are talking. The fire is burning. And SahibulSaif speaks the truth. May Allah save us from burning. We are in the way of the golden chain. We cannot waste our time. We must run and be busy. We must be busy in fixing ourselves. We must be busy in doing the work of Allah. We must be busy in sharing the mission of the Shaykh. With that type of passion, life has meaning and taste. As Ghawsul Abu Madian is saying, there is no taste in life except in the sohbat of the fuqara. They are the masters, the sultans, the leaders. Don't live a tasteless, boring life. The Ottomans did not live bland, tasteless lives. In every moment, Allah was giving them a new horizon, a new color, a new existence, because they were sacrificing their lives to Allah with passion. O believers, fight against this ego and die before you die in that fight. Allah will give you a new life, and a new life, and a new life. As Hazrat Maulana Rumi Qadasullah is saying, die now. Die now. In this love, die. When you have died in this love, you will receive a new life. Die now. Die now. Do not fear this death. You will come forth from this earth and touch paradise. Die now. Die now. And break away from your animal ego. This animal ego is a chain, and you are prisoners. Take an axe to dig through this prison. When you break out, you will be kings and princes. Mevlana's words are a sweet, sweet wind that reminds us of the fragrance of our own home. If we want to leave this prison and go back home, we must live with passion. Allah does not want people who do things with force. Allah wants people who do things with love. SahibulSaif moved with love in each moment. He, Qadasullah Sir, is saying, Ashq is a passion that moves you. It moves you to do things for Allah's sake. It moves you to love for Allah's sake. It moves you to hate for Allah's sake. It moves you to take for Allah's sake. It moves you to give for Allah's sake. That's what ashq is. The Sahaba Kiram, they had passion. They had love in their hearts towards the Prophet ﷺ. Their life was very difficult. It was lots of hardship in their life, but the Prophet was the top. The Prophet ﷺ was a priority in their lives. Prophet was the only thing that was keeping them going in their lives. And when somebody was mentioning the name of the Prophet ﷺ, their hand was going straight to their heart, not like your robotic style, not like Muslims that they got the traditions that they are coming and placing their hands on their hearts like robotic style, and they are not knowing why. When the name of the Prophet ﷺ was mentioned, their heart was moving so fast, it was ready to jump from its place. So they were holding their heart like that. The passion that they had, the love that they had for the Prophet ﷺ, their heart was moving and they were holding. Yes, it was moving. It was moving from its place, so much love that there was inside. May we have such a love. May we live with such a passion. May we die with such a passion. May our heart pump with passion. May we live as servants for our Sultan and be with our Sultan. May we live lives of ashq, inshallah. Amin, amin, amin. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, alazim, alazim. La ilaha illa wa hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد لله كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد لله كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد لله كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين سبوح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبوح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة سبوح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة إن دين الله الإسلام قام الصلاة اللهم صل على محمد
لنبيك عدد ما خلقته من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مدحية والجبال مرسية والبحار مجرأة والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة والشمس مضحية والقمر مضيئا والكواكب مستنيرة كنت حيث كنت لا يعلم أحد حيث كنت إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد حلمك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد علمك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كلماتك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد نعمتك وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء سماواتك وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء عرشك وصل على سيدنا محمد زينة عرشك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما جرى به القلم في الكتاب وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 سماواتك وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما أنت خالق فيهن إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم